Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Ladies, understand something. The top end of a woman's weight is 145 pounds. Okay. My mother's 5'9", and she was 145 pounds until she was 50. That's the top end of your weight, because there should be about a 40-pound difference between you and men.
Basically, if the guy is rich, what ends up happening is the lawyer contacts the person and be like, hey, you know, your name gonna be all in the paper, so you might as well just settle out of court.
I can recognize talent. Even if I don't agree with the politics, a lot of the politics that was underlying in the show and some of the sentiments he was trying to share, I recognize artistry when an artist is present.
Yes, this is the definition of absolutely cooked. We'll never go back and take a look at her bad decision and take accountability for any of that.
Because there is powerful people in the industry, somehow there is a different law that applies to them. And I agree with that assessment.
What's going on, people? Peace and blessings, word, praise, and honor to the Most High. We got a couple things to go over this evening. I hope all is well with you. Happy Hump Day. Tomorrow is Thursday. If you are here, if you're watching, if you're alive and breathing, congratulations. You made it. You made it to another day. God shined on us, covered us, and allowed us to see one more. I say that's a victory all in itself. Doesn't really make a difference how bad or good your day was. The fact that we are still living, breathing testimonies should mean more to you than a paycheck, a friendly gesture from somebody that you secretly admire. All that, throw that out the window. Just the fact that you got air in your lungs and that you can walk and fully function is something to be proud of. I will not take that for granted or lightly. Just being in front of this screen and talking and having these discussions means something. And there's two things that I'm going to address this evening. Miss Sydney is having some technical difficulties, so my fingers crossed that she can get her situation straight. If not, I still keep her in my thoughts and prayers. Let me get this out the way first and foremost. This is going to be a little lengthier. Let's see. Let's get that on the screen. For those who want to chime in or leave questions, comments for me, for Sydney, for Rob, for Jason, anybody in the future, everything's down there at the bottom available. You want to join a panel? Hit me up. We'll talk. If you want to show love in any way, just subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask. Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, share, repost, to let the people know that we are on, because the type of conversations that we have are so important that the message has to get out there. And it will get out there one way or another, especially about one in particular here in regards to men and abuse. Yeah, I know. I want to set the stage for y'all, right? Because I feel like it's important that I do this. So you know how we got here, how we got here. I asked a question on Twitter and I asked it on Threads. Twitter isn't really as engaging with people who don't have a large following. With Threads, you can ask a question and instantly somebody's going to chime in. So I got to give a shout out to Threads. It's way more interactive. You know, I asked, why is it that we don't talk about the abuse that men go through? I'm not just talking about getting assaulted. I'm talking about the mental abuse. I'm talking about the spiritual abuse. I'm talking about all that. We got to go through all layers, and we got to talk about why it's happening and why nobody really seems to have much concern for it. And what I'm going to do for you guys is read a lot of comments. That's what I'm going to do first, so you know that this is legitimate from the community. This is all from Threads, by the way. Just so you know, that's my post. I got about 90 responses. About 90 responses. I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to read a few of them. Just so you get a grasp of where this is going. Because a lot of men are dead in jail, strung out. They probably will never return to who they used to be before they got introduced to the manipulations and the wickedness of the world. A lot of these men will never be the same. And it's because of abuse, being molested as kids, being touched on by teachers, being touched on by their own parents and their own siblings, being lied on by the government, being lied on by someone that they invested their time in, and the woman was spiteful, being mentally beaten down and turned into a criminal to be looked at as if they are the enemy, they're the monsters, lied on about. Like, this is so much. It's so much. So this is what I'm gonna do here. Hold on. I'm trying to get Sydney on, but I'm gonna read some of these comments. Give me 1 second. Do me a solid while you're here. Like and share this out to the people. Like, this is one of those that, especially for men, should be a part of. Ladies need to be here too, because a lot of y'all don't care about this. You know how I know it? Because these comments are telling me that. It's one thing if it was just one person saying this, but there's dozens and dozens and dozens of people that's saying this. I just sent her a link again. I want to make sure she got the right one. So let's go ahead and start with some of these. This first is from David Presley. And he says, do you notice everybody always has to blame somebody else? Even in this very thread, that's the problem. equal 2145 says, that's crazy that this ain't talked about enough. And if it was talked about enough, this world would have been aware and they would have been getting help out there, and there would have been outlets for them to tell their story. And if this world stopped caring about men, this world would have been a better place. But right now, it's not, unfortunately.
You gotta give it that fuck to it. Spit on that thing.
It seems like it's more about that than it is this. I'm going to another one. Let's continue to go down the rabbit hole. We're going to go all the way there. Sandro Costa 3927 says, because men always need to do better. Bad times create strong men. So, in layman's terms, what he's saying is there is no room for error. We can't fuck up. We can't afford to fuck up. We can't be meek. We can't be humble. We can't be depressed. We can't hurt. We can't feel. We can't be vulnerable. Get your ass up. Go to the gym. Go to work. Be smart. Be educated. Be strong. Be a king. Be rich. Be tough. Be authoritative. Be aggressive. Be ruthless. Don't be soft-spoken. Don't be soft-hearted. Be cold. Be everything. Be Superman. Be inhuman. I don't want to hear nothing else. Let them beat the hell out of you. Let them lie on you. Let them accuse you of things. Let them falsely accuse you of shit. Let them mentally drain you. Let them take and never give to you. Let them beat you down and wear you down to a nub until you are a shell of your former self. That's what I got from that post. Let's continue to scroll through these comments. Oh, yeah, there's more. There's a lot more. Let me see what we got here. Uncivilized says, because a lot of men don't care unless they know the man personally. And the majority of women don't care because the sisterhood will band together against men even when they are in the wrong. Interesting. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? That's from a woman, by the way. I just want y'all to know that. I want to address that comment. Matter of fact, I think, seeing as how they took time out to respond to these, I'm going to respond kindly to their messages. I don't know if they will see this or not, but I want to address this one. I'm going to say there's a combination of it, right? Because there's a culture that celebrates death and violence, premarital sex, arguing back and forth on the internet, eye for an eye. Mental health is shunned upon the manosphere. You're not supposed to be healthy mentally. The post before this said basically suck it up. Don't get online. Don't get on social media and cry about being spiritually sick. Don't get on social media and cry about being emotionally in pain. Don't cry. Men, don't cry. Don't be soft. Don't be weak. Don't tell the world that you are hurting. Don't tell the world that you're broke, that you're struggling. Don't tell the world that you're going through, that you need help. Don't ask for help. What is being promoted is take it on the chin, suck it up, and get over it. Every day, whether or not it's on TV or it's in our face outside, it's shunned, it's frowned upon. You joke about it, you talk shit, y'all troll, and you comment on this shit like, oh, you soft, you shaman, you weak as hell, oh, you a sucker, you soft, you this, you that. There is no real camaraderie. Put it this way: for every man that utilizes their social media accounts for the betterment of men, there's hundreds more that are pandering. That's all they do. That's all they do. Hold on a second. You use social media to promote your music, which is about drugs and killing and shooting, or you talk shit about how men are making horrible decisions with women and money, but you're not showing them the way to improve on those scenarios and situations. I've done a few shows on Travis Hunter, and it wasn't to bash him. If anybody watched, this is over an hour plus, and when I talk about certain things, I'm very unbiased. I go where other people won't go. There's not a lot of content creators or podcasts that's going to go extremely deep as I do. I talk spiritually. I go there. And a lot of men aren't doing it. Hell, a lot of women aren't doing it. I'm trying to get this to work. But it's not. There's people who really are out here, they care about men. I want to make this clear. There are men who care and give a shit about men's well-being. We embrace hugs. We embrace fellowship. We want God to be the leader. Don't get it twisted. There's men, righteous men that believe in God and put God first. We're not a part of the secular world. We don't go by, oh, you believe in this and you believe in that, so you're not one of us. We don't believe in the NIGGER shit. We're not niggers. We're not niggas. We're black men. We're men. We're men of the culture. We're not discriminatory. It's no color. We're just all the same. Nobody is here or there. We have hierarchies in positions and job fields and in relationships and in spirituality and how we walk, but there is no divide when it comes to a person who is broken or sick. If you're sick, you're sick. We are here to help and lift each other up. Nobody cares about being popular. Real men don't care about whether or not you fuck with them or you like them because they want to give somebody a helping hand. If a dude or a guy is down on his luck or he needs a hug, needs somebody to listen to, he got to cry. He got to get that. Real men aren't clowning other men for being vulnerable. But social media is promoting it as if we just shit on each other all day, every day. I know damn well every man out here in the world is not shitting on every guy and clowning every guy. We give tough love. The way that we show love is different than the way that women show tough love. You know why this is so important? Because every single day we get up and leave out of our house, there's somebody that's not feeling it the way that you are feeling it. People are going through it and they ain't saying nothing. They just smile and they trying not to crash out. Putting up with horrible work conditions, putting up with bills. They're borderline about to get put out of their house. They're borderline about to get evicted. They're borderline about to lose their wife. They're borderline about to lose their children. They're borderline about to lose everything. They don't have but 2 cents to their name. Everybody is walking out on them, abandoning them. The government don't give a shit about men. And the way the system is set up is like you either produce or you get the hell out of our face. That's it. Those are your only options. And guess what? If you don't have my money, when we ask for our money, we don't care. We ain't trying to hear nothing you have to say whatsoever. We just want results. And the women are just as ruthless, if not worse. I just did a reaction video. I'm going to upload it here soon, and we're going to have a conversation about it. Just to further prove that the abuse that men endure and suffer is so horrible. Women think they go through it. Oh, you have no clue how bad men go through it compared. No idea. Do you realize the suicide rate that men have compared to women? Men are more likely to be the most heartbroken. They're most likely the ones to crash out on the job, sacrifice their life. I'm talking about for just their family and friends. They will give everything they have. And all to get what? A pat on the back. Even if that. The odds of them even getting a pat on the back is very small. Alcoholism, drugs. Do you understand that there's a demonic spirit for every single assignment? And that demonic spirit goes after everyone. It has no preference. It doesn't care if you're a child. It doesn't care if you're an adult. It doesn't care if you're an elderly person. I only read you what, maybe 3, 4 comments. Matter of fact, let me turn this on so this gets highlighted. Let me see what we got. I'm gonna take this off of here. Let that show down at the bottom part of the screen. I want to read a few more of these and address some of these. Let me shout out to Sydney and Strav. I appreciate y'all for being in the comment section. Let me read these off real quick. Varying traumatic or other unfortunate circumstances lead to some men either turning to the streets or joining the military, which teaches coldness, attachment, and all that. And some of those end up being our grandparents and parents, so you get tough love instead of emotional support. Yeah, like it's a lot. You don't learn how to regulate your emotions. We're told to be cold and calculated. Why are men told to be cold? Because in reality, the world don't fuck with us. The world don't love us. The world don't owe us anything. That's all I was ever told. The only people that's gonna really, really love you is your family, your blood. That's all you got. In all reality. And I had to learn that the hard way. After you leave out of that house and you gone for 8 hours and you come home, you see the difference between what's out there and what's here. The same level of tolerance that you might get in the house, you're not going to get out there. People out there are ruthless. The things that we fight over, the things that we work hard for, the 9 to 5, building and building and building for cars, for jewelry, for fame, for fortune, for admiration, to level up, to be admonished, to be something in this world. You want to leave your legacy. You want something about you to be here when you're not here. You get spit on, you get crapped on, you get told this ain't enough. You got to do more. You got to keep doing this. You got to keep doing that. Oh, you're too ugly, or you're too fat, or you're too short, or you don't qualify for being a boyfriend or a husband. You don't qualify for this job. Your credit score is trash. You don't make enough for this. You don't make enough for that. Oh, you're too soft to be a man. You're not man enough to handle me. You can't handle this. You can't handle that. You got all this shit. That is a fucking lot. And you'll just think, oh, we just hear this shit and it's like it just bounces off of us. No, we got to eat that. We got to eat them losses. We got to take those L's when you women embarrass men on social media. You call them lame, you call them broke, call them ugly, you clown them and screenshot their faces and your screenshot and screen record videos of you taking their money and embarrassing them with other dudes while you're with one. All that shit is a lot. You think we just eating that shit and just eating it, and it don't bother you. Even animals feel it. Animals have more sympathy than humans do sometimes. And then we pick up cues from what certain parts of certain cultures deem to be successful and dump on anyone striving for something outside of that. Yo. It's a lot, bro. It's a combination of cultural assimilation. It's a combination of spirituality. It's a combination of societal standards and morals and principles and lack thereof. It's a combination of judgment, self-righteousness. It's a combination of religion. It's everything underneath the sun. I get up here. If I sat up here for an hour and cried about how I ain't have this and how I ain't have that, wouldn't nobody care about that shit. Wouldn't nobody feel sorry for. I was talking about a reaction that I was getting ready to do. You'll see it real soon. I'm gonna cover it live on Saturday. Telvin Osborne. Telvin Osborne. Remember that name. Telvin Osborne was dating a white woman. Long story short, she unalived Telvin. She got away with murder. Let's just put it that way. She got away with murder. And guess what? Did you think the community rioted? Do you think there was outrage? Do you think that the people stood in the gap and went on a tour of anger and resentment and said, we're not going to stand for this. This is not acceptable. You didn't get that. You know what you got? A bunch of black women on TikTok making videos and comments about, oh, well, he got what he deserved. He shouldn't have been dealing with a white woman. What? So this man lost his life, got shot, killed by someone that he was intimately involved with that was outside of your demographic. And he's met with, well, he should have known better. She did us a favor. The fuck? She did y'all a favor. Let me see something here. This is the link for the panel. I'm putting it in the chat just in case, because it's not working when I send it via email. So I'm gonna try it this way. This ruthless, man. This is brutal, heartless. This man is no longer here. You're more upset that he was black dating someone white than you are with the fact that this woman got away with murder. But then when I get online and I speak on shit like this, and I'm like, this is retarded, this is ghetto, this is hood, this is not my culture. I don't represent this. I don't stand for this. People are saying I'm hating, I'm this, I'm what are you talking about? Like, really? Black, just men in general. This is what we get met with. You don't do what women want you to do. You don't do what society wants you to do, or you stand for something, or you go against the grain, you get attacked. If you do everything that they want you to do, you get attacked. If you don't do anything, you get attacked. All this shit is coming at you at once. shit is wild, bro. And y'all be laughing at this shit though. That's the shit that be crazy to me. If it don't apply to you, just don't even pay me no attention. But you bitches be laughing at this shit. Y'all be in the fucking comment section having a field day with this shit. Like, that man had a family. That man had mother, a daughter. Maybe he had like nieces and aunts and uncles and shit. And y'all fucking up here underneath a comment section laughing about this shit. All because what? He wanted to date somebody that wasn't you? You wonder why men ain't really interested in nothing serious? Men want love, but y'all don't even know how to fucking love. All this shit is distorted. All of it. All of it. And when it come down to it, y'all don't give a shit about men no more. So men don't give a shit about y'all no more. But we still care. We still care, but it's not worth all the effort. We working for 20, 30 years. You know how long it take for a man to make the type of lifestyle for you and for him and for a family? You know how long it take, how much shit you got to put up with, how much you got to process and get off of you and ignore, shit that you don't even tell your loved ones and your friends and family about, the shit that you got to endure, the broken bones, the sweat, the tears, the shit that you deal with in silence that you got to deal with on a regular basis, all because we want to provide and we want to be something. We don't want to fucking be invincible when we die, when we leave the earth and we're nothing but bones. We want to be something on this earth while we still got time. Y'all don't care about that shit. A lot of men don't care about the shit. A lot of men are laughing at me, laughing at other men who talk about stuff like this. There aren't enough platforms who offer fellowship. There aren't enough platforms that allow men to be vulnerable. Come on, have a seat. Tell me about your upbringing. Let's talk about what happened. Let's talk about why you are the way you are. Let's talk about why you want to be a drug dealer. Let's talk about why you are breaking up happy homes and households and destroying marriages and knocking up multiple kids, women, and all. Let's get up here, call it out, unbiased. Men just saying, we're just gonna say fuck it, fuck the politics, fuck popularity, blue checks, forget about if I know Louis Farrakhan or if I know Andrew Tate. Let's just be regular fucking human beings, spill our guts, pour out our heart. Let's just be free to be whatever the fuck mess we are, and nobody gets judged for it. Why can't we just do that? Why y'all gotta make everything a popularity contest? Y'all be lying, and Strav is absolutely right. Black lives don't matter until it happens to you or the shit is up close and personal. It was just I've read maybe 4 or 5 posts, and Strav said something similar. Ayo, Sydney has said something similar, but I digress. Let me go and read a couple more of these. I don't even know how to pronounce this person's name. Sengoku style. All right, I know who Goku is. I got you, brother. Sengoku style says, because by the time we talk about it, it's already overcame and became fairy tales. The way it must be anyway. 1,000 scars and convos within never lies loudly enough to hear your once strong enemies that went totally futile. I'm about to respond to your comment, sir. Timestamp it at 40 minutes. That's where I address your comment. Um, that's the problem. That's a huge problem. I'm just a regular person from my own part of the internet that wants to address things that are breaking us apart, that's hurting us, that's destroying us mentally, emotionally, however you want to phrase it. I don't have all the big phrases and terms for it. I care. I care about the pain that men go through. I care about the hurt that men go through. I care that we can't be vulnerable and weak when we are feeling vulnerable and weak. Most of us don't have women that are nurturing to come home to. Most of us don't have parents to come home to anymore. Most of us never had them. Most of us don't have an outlet where we can talk about stuff like this. I've spoken to a few people here in this comment section. They have spoken openly about their traumas, and people laughed at them about it. But y'all are grown. You're all adults, and you're making fun of other people's pain while other people are monetizing off of it. Men are also taught that their value is being strong for everyone else, and that any break in that armor is social suicide. If men hit their breaking points, it can fill them with so much shame. Tell them again. Bang, 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 bang. I read that in your voice. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. Everything was designed and structured for us to really just be robots. When it comes down to it, we're just supposed to be robots. And we're not. We're not robots, ladies. Donald Trump, Elon, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, robots, bots, sex bots, OnlyFans models, Kendra G. We're not robots. But y'all damn near accomplished your goal. You really want it to be that way. Y'all want us to be cold. You don't want us to feel. But you want us to be robots, but you also want us to provide you with every resource. So when we go into our graves at the age of 16 and 17 years old, you can blame it on everybody but the parties that are responsible for the systemic evolution there is of feminism and so forth. How dumb do you think we are? You must really think that all of us on this planet just have absolutely low-hanging fruit in terms of intellect or any type of discernment for spiritual wickedness. When the enemy comes in waves and comes in multiple personalities, comes in multiple conversations, different aesthetics, different programming. It's all the same at the end of the day. I'm not dumb. I know my grandfather and his father's father. I know all of them suffered. All of them had to eat shit. All of them did. The women, ladies, you need to understand something. If the men die off, you die off. I'm going to let that sink in. If the men die off, you die off. And you might think that you can run this motherfucker. I'm going to tell you right now, no, the fuck you can't. Matter of fact,
Get over here, you son of a motherfucking piece of shit.
you will absolutely not be able to maintain nor sustain the infrastructure that was built on this planet without us being here. You can do it for X amount of time. That will only go but so far. You know what's crazy about this shit? I told you 90. There's 90, and like the comments are still coming in right now as I'm speaking to you. I'm gonna read a couple more. This one came from Marco Dolo Sport. I don't think we talk about men being physically abused by women. I've been there. I've been hit, shoved, slapped by people I loved, and I never hit back. Not because I wasn't angry or hurt, but because I was raised to never lay a hand on a woman. That belief kept me silent for a long time. But abuse is abuse, no matter who it's coming from. Timestamp this one, sir, if you want to check out my response to this one, because I just feel like I need to give flowers to those that voices don't get heard. Like, to be honest with you, y'all be thinking this shit is a joke. People really be going through shit. And like he just said, he's been abused. He's had hands put on him by women. And nothing happened.
Sensational.
Nobody did shit. We have to just eat it. If a woman puts her hands on a dude, you just gotta eat it and go on about your business. And there's nothing that comes from the shit. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes with this. Marco Dolo Sport, timestamp 49 minutes. I just want to put that out there. There's way too much to unpack with this. The fact of the matter is, we are going through it every day. Whether or not you want to call them an incel or you hate them because they want to date outside their race, or just because you just so self-centered and full of yourself and the only life that you're concerned about is yours, that you could care less about anybody else's. We are going through a lot, and the shit needs to be brought into the forefront a lot more often than it is. I tell you, this is going to be discussed again. This ain't going to be the last time we cover this. And if you've ever been a part of any of these streams, you know already know we do this. This is what we do up here. Absolutely. My thoughts and prayers go out to every single brother that's getting wrongfully accused of a crime that they didn't commit. My thoughts and prayers go out to every single man out there that is silently dealing with something or have gone through something. They've never recovered from it. There's men out here that hasn't been the same yet. There's men out here that are complete assholes now because a woman shitted on them and changed them completely. He used to be a good guy. He's no longer that person anymore. He probably never even had a criminal record before he met your dusty ass. You dirty, dirty bird. Big back, 20 pack of Black and Mild smoking Camel cigarette pack, stub toe walls, like your walls have been eviscerated by so many penises. You are trauma dumping, having ass. Like, y'all be some merciless ass creatures, man. What I want to say too is there are a lot of guys out here. I don't know if it's the pride thing, and you feel like because you don't want to look bad or look stupid in front of another dude, because if I act like I'm crying or I'm hurting, then it's gonna make me look ridiculous. They're not gonna respect me no more. Respect is not measured by how many fists you throw or how many bodies you put in the ground. Respect is not what's the word? Respect is not quantified by how many women you sleep with. Y'all got this shit all the way twisted. The way that y'all view certain things is wild to me. The way that you view relationships, friendships, church, God, the politics, the way that you treat the earth, the way that you treat your family and friends, the way that you treat your own people is absolutely trash. So what do we do? What do we do? Well, I tell you, to the people that feel as though, like, matter of fact, I can't even say that. To these people, to the ones that responded and answered my call, your voice matters. I just made your voice matter. You might not want to be seen on camera, and that's fine. I just made your voice matter. I gave you a voice because if no one else is going to acknowledge it, I acknowledge it. I see it for what it is. I'll speak, and I'll keep speaking. We are hurt. We are tired. We are frustrated. We got calluses. Our backs are damn near completely obliterated. Our shoulders are heavy. We are mentally drained. We are begging God to take some of this off of us because the women have fallen short. The women are not doing their jobs. You are failing. You are not doing your parts. The brothers are not doing their parts. You're so tough. You go to the gym, you hit the weights every day. You're built like a professional wrestler, all that shit. You got a million guns, all that. But y'all suck at uplifting your brothers. You suck at being within the fellowship. You don't know how to bring men together. You don't know how to let them be vulnerable. You don't know how to show them the way. You don't know how to build the community back. You don't know how to use your platforms properly. You don't know how to teach them how to be okay with not being accepted by those who live in a secular world. You don't show them that this culture is trash, that this shit is toxic and poisonous. You don't care. Both men and women are failing. We don't know how to go home and find that softness. We can't even get that. We can't get nothing until we absolutely work in damn near are on our deathbeds for it. We gotta work our entire life to be something to you. You don't have to do that shit for us. From the minute we know how to use our hands and pick up pliers, a screwdriver, that's all we are. A worker. That's all. We gotta know all the mechanics. Dishonored and devalued. Yeah. Hold on a second. Their uplifting comes in the form of a 10-step program, master class membership starting at $7.58. Hey, talk your shit. A lot of these platforms, they be charging you. They charge you an arm and a leg, teach you how to be masculine, teach you how to do this, teach you how to do that. Sign up for my Patreon. If you want a more in-depth look at how to be more vigilant in your walk. Oh, you don't know how to tell the difference between a woman that's using you and a woman that's actually for you? Well, sign up for my Patreon. You will get exclusive features that only members will get. Sign up for my Patreon. I will teach you how to budget your money more while also taking money from you to teach you how to save money. Sign up for my Patreon. I will teach you how to be more stoic. Right. Men are vultures just like women are, capitalizing off of the anguish and the desperation that there is lying within a large group of guys who don't know the way. They don't have the answers. Everybody is not intelligently going in the same direction that you are. Some people need a nudge. Some people need some encouragement. Some people need you to say, hey, bro, what's up? You need to talk. You need a friend, man. I mean, but nah, y'all would rather troll in 2025. This shit is sad, man. I'm gonna give the rest of these people their flowers too while I'm up here. Um, Timestamp 1 hour. I'm gonna read these off and then I'm gonna give my conclusions. I know I didn't give everything that I could. That's why I say like this is an ongoing conversation. You can't just unpack all of this in an hour. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna revisit this probably next week. I would love to revisit this next week. So Kehua 1991. I'm going to be responding to your post. He says, I believe it's because some people go through life not believing a man can be a victim to a woman's actions. And even if there were men being abused, they'd simply hide it or be told to toughen or harden up, which I believe is complete bollocks. But that's the nature of people with small, narrow minded thinking. How many of these comments are sounding redundant to you? You've probably heard between here and over here. There's a large majority of people saying the same thing. It can't be a lie. It can't be. Let's continue. Mike Tyson 025 says, because men are not made for this. If we begin to act, cry like those unemployed girls who will be feeding families, and what will be difference between them and us? The boys, if they argue, mislead, use harassment, sales, then we'll fight back with enough force. Ultimately, what he's saying is we need to speak up. We need to speak up and we need to come together and be more united. I highly doubt anybody here is going to really take this shit serious once we leave the stream. Like, we're not going to sit up here and do that. I know it, you know it. We can agree on this shit all day, but at the end of when it's all said and done, this is just for entertainment purpose for a lot of people that's doing this. Most people don't care about this shit. You're gonna go about the rest of your day and the rest of your week living life the way that you want to live it. And I ain't knocking you. I ain't mad at you. You know, it is what it is. Like, we not scripted up here. None of this shit is ever scripted. It's all freestyle shit. It's just what's on my brain. So there's a few people that care and will continue in the pursuit of finding resolve, and then there's the rest that's just like, oh, I just want to be nosy and I just want to, yeah, I get that. The facts are the facts, and it's right here. Let's go to a few more, and then I will give my final conclusions. Let me make sure they know that I'm responding to all their posts. One hour. I'm gonna read 3 more, and then I'm gonna get up off here because I know it's getting late. Damn, I didn't realize so many people responded to this. Giants Among Men said female victim narrative equals profitable. Male victim narrative equals non-profitable. Audience, targeted consumer base. I wish I could have pinned this. I wish I could have pinned this. Oh shit. Danny cooking in this comment section. Die hate. C3 says because society will emasculate, disrespect, and even disown a man if he were to call the cops on a woman, go to court because of a woman, or even choose himself over a woman. In today's society, they call you weak, sassy, emotional, broke, and gay. I mean, shit, look at Johnny Depp, Jonathan Mayers, DDG, Papoose, shit, even me at this point. What do you want? What do you want from me? Ladies, gentlemen, the shit is real. It should matter. This should matter. And the fact that it doesn't mean anything to nobody is very alarming. How doesn't anyone care about this type of shit? That's crazy to me. Let's go on to these last two. Won't find C4M because y'all shut each other down. Fact Legend 69 says because it shouldn't be a thing. Grow a pair. Smiley face. Because both men and women silence and ridicule any men who speak up about it, especially if the perpetrator was a woman. What is your end goal on speaking about it? Let me answer his question and I will close out the stream. Timestamp 1 hour 7 minutes. 1 hour 7 minutes. Okay. I got y'all. I know y'all got things y'all want to do. Y'all want to relax. I got y'all covered. So at First King David, my ultimate goal is to make women be held accountable for walking around with Jezebel spirits. I want brothers to become brothers again. I want fellowship back. I want restoration of the church. I want restoration amongst men. I want restoration amongst women. I want women to hold women accountable for being hoes. I want men to hold men accountable for being incels and hoes. I want men to hold each other accountable for the pain that we deal with. I want men to learn how to help other men, uplift men. I want men to erase pride and ego. I want to get rid of arrogance. I want to obliterate false narratives, ideologies. I want to bring restoration back to the brotherhood. The ultimate goal is to stop making the wrong shit popular and bring some positivity and usher in a different spirit in our communities, because there's too much pain and too much lust, confusion, and duplicity being spread. That is my goal. That is my mission. I time-stamped a lot of people. I still have a few more people to address. I want to say thank you to everybody who pulled into the live stream today. Cindy, I appreciate you for hanging out. I know you had stuff going on. Strav, it's good to see you, bro. I know you got a lot going on, but it was absolutely refreshing to have you up here for this conversation. We are going to spin back on this one. We are. My channel is not about just one thing. We talk about a multitude of different things. This is something that had to be brought up because, again, too many people were responding to it. And I'm pretty sure when I get up tomorrow, Lord willing, there's going to be more posts on it. Hopefully, when this stream goes on YouTube, the people and those who are interested in this specific subject will make it known that this needs to be discussed more. And you will let the algorithm, you will let YouTube know, you will let everybody know that there are men out here that care about your health. We care about the abuse. We care about the wrongdoings. We care about the injustices. Yeah. Let me get this here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evenings. I'm about to go throw something on, hop in this shower. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Once the video's up, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. Y'all enjoy your nights. Drive safe. Lord willing, see y'all tomorrow. We are up out of here.